Welcome to the Introduction to Probability, Day 3. This video should wrap up the basics of probability that you need before we are going to start compound events with probability. Okay, number 1, there are 4 parts. Okay, the directions for all of them are to find the probability as a fraction in its simplest form. So just a quick review. Remember that probability is between 0 and 1. It can be written as a decimal, fraction, or percent. Okay, and all events are going to be favorable over total. Okay, so if we look at letter A, it says a drawer contains 8 pink socks and 2 other socks. We need to find the probability of choosing a pink sock. So we're going to set up our notation. Probability of pink. Okay, and remember, we're going to find our favorable over our total. Okay, so for pink socks, there are 8 pink socks. To get the total on this, you want to make sure that you are adding the entire amount of socks that are in this drawer. So to get your total, 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, once you have your favorable and your total, check and see if it can be reduced. So in your calculator, you're taking 8 divided by 10. Math, enter, enter. Which reduces to 4 over 5. So there's a 4/5 chance of you selecting a pink sock from the drawer, which again, you may also write that as a percent or a decimal. So we would also accept 0.8 or 80%. Okay, I don't need all 3 of those. I will keep them as fractions just because it's most common. But again, any are fine. Okay, number 2. A pencil case contains 2 black pencils and 4 other pencils. What is the probability of picking a black pencil? Okay, so your notation should be probability of black pencil. Okay, and if you guys want to pause the video and try these ahead of me, please feel free to do that. That might be helpful. So favorable over total. Okay, let's start with our favorable. There are 2 black pencils. To get your total, you're adding up how many total pencils are in the pencil case. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, use your calculator, see if that can be reduced. 2 divided by 6. Math, enter, enter. Reduces to 1/3 or 0.3 repeating or 33.3 repeating percent. Okay, so again, any of those is fine. You'll see the fraction most often. Letter C. A box contains 4 brown balls among a total of 5. Okay, so now they're giving you the total. So this one's a little bit different. We need to find the probability of selecting a brown ball from the container or from the box. Favorable over total. Your favorable is there are 4 brown balls. Your total is that there's a total of 5 in the box. If you check your calculator, that cannot be reduced any further. So your simplified fraction, which is your answer, is 4/5. Letter D. A bag contains 4 red sweets, among a total of 8 sweets. What is the probability of picking a red sweet? Okay, so favorable over total, we have 4 red sweets. And just like letter C, they're giving us the total again. So you do not have to add anything on this one. So it's 4 over 8. Okay, you're going to reduce that. So using your calculator or in your head, 4/8 reduces to 1/2. So there's a 1/2 or 50% chance of picking a red sweet. Okay, so that's number 1. Again, that should be somewhat of a review from the past 2 days. Number 2, a little bit different, but again, same idea. Find the probability as a fraction and keep it in simplest form. So now we're finding the probability of picking letters, or in this case a vowel, consonant, or a particular letter from words. We are still using our same notation. So letter A, what is the probability of picking the letter E from the word repetition? So your notation is going to be probability of an E, okay, in the word repetition. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's zoom this in and let's take care of finding our total first. You want to count the letters in the word repetition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your total's 10. So that goes on the bottom of our fraction. And they want us to figure out how many letter E's are there. So I would highlight, underline, circle, because, they might give you a pretty long word sometimes. I don't want you to forget a letter. There are 2 E's. Okay, so 2 out of 10. We're going to reduce that. So use your calculator. 2 divided by 10. Math, enter, reduces to 1/5. So there's a 1/5 chance that you're going to get a letter E from the word repetition. Okay, so again, we're still using favorable over total. Again, please pause the video, work ahead of me, and then check back to make sure your answers were correct. Okay, letter B, let's use our notation. What is the probability of picking a vowel from the letters of quadrilateral? So remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Okay, let's first figure out our total for the word quadrilateral. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let's count our total up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's 13 letters in the word quadrilateral. And let's count how many vowels there are. So remember, we have A, E, I, O, U. So we have one. I have to use a highlighter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are 6 vowels that cannot be reduced. Okay, so there's a 6/13 chance of that being selected. If you guys want to write A, E, I, O, U underneath the word, just to remind you what the vowels are, that might be helpful, again, if you forget. Okay, letter C. What is the probability of picking a consonant from the letters of the word probability? So the opposite of the vowel, so all the other letters. Okay, so probability of consonant. Okay, favorable over total. So take a minute, go ahead and add up how many letters there are in the word probability. Okay, hopefully you got 11. So there's a total of 11 letters in the word probability. And let's count out how many consonants there are. Okay, so it's anything that's not a vowel. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 letters that are not vowels. So there's a 7 out of 11 chance that someone's going to pick a consonant from the letters or from the word probability. Okay. All right, letter D. We are finding the probability of picking a letter R from the word trigonometry. So same process, we're looking at favorable over total. Let's find our total first. Okay, so in the word trigonometry, you're going to count up how many total letters there are. take a minute and count those. Okay, there are 12. Hopefully you got that. So 12 total letters in the word trigonometry. You are looking at how many R's are in the word. So there's an R here. There's an R here. Okay, so if you highlight, underline, make a mark. Okay, there are 2 R's. So that 2 over 12 reduces to 1 over 6. Again, using your calculator. So there's a 1 over 6 chance that that could occur. Okay, so this ends our day 3 introduction to probability lesson. Again, if you need more help on something or have additional questions, please email me and I will create another lesson.